kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Punts it out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the ground with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Turning it on! Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll give it to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Off-play action. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here's some pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of 2 drives from this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Punt goes out of bounds and didn't do a whole lot to flip field position as they'll take over at the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got a stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dances away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Returner runs out of bounds.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got a man, it's Hilton. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting recruiting world, 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Trying to set up the screen. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Berry. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30.
And that's good for another Cougar.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, BYU.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
BYU 14, LSU 10.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man downfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run it left here. Beck's going for the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find.
Touchdown, LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the BYU offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the run, it's Martin. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. BYU right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They just keep firing. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 24, BYU 14.
So first down will open up the final period. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting out of field. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete.